This week on Jon Thelen's Destination Fish, we start out trolling for late summer walleyes, revealing speed control secrets to help you catch more fish when you're on the move. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Bandit Lures and Yamaha Outboards. Look at that. Looks like a good one to start there, bud.
Same deal, right after you kick that speed.
Right on that speed deal. Isn't that something else?
Then they curl up.
It is such a big deal to play with speed when you're trolling. And you know, I think that's it becomes the overlooked piece, right? You know, people think about what crankbait am I using, what color am I using? And it's easy to spend your whole day just sitting there watching rods. But I'll tell you, one of the things that both Pat and I have done for years, whether we're fishing Mille Lacs or up in Duluth on Lake Superior, so Great Lakes, or Lake of the Woods where we're at today, as we've always said, it's about speed and triggering bites. And that is actually how you trigger a lot of your bites. And this right here, I mean, I'll tell you what, this is a good fish to start with. I would call this more of a speed fish because here's the deal, we just got out here. These are the first two lures we've thrown out. There's been no time. And right away, boom, this fish snaps it. Good eye. Look at that.
Good eater?
Yeah, good eater fish. That's exactly what we're after today. We're gonna get a combination of fish throughout the day. I'm just gonna unhook them right here in the net if I can. Why don't you hand me that pliers there? We'll just set this down right in that, there you go. We'll get him unhooked right here, show him to everybody, and then we'll deal with the lure. That right there, is exactly what we're after today though. We're just gonna get after a bunch of walleyes. You're gonna see fish like this one, you're gonna see fish bigger, you're gonna see a whole bunch about trolling today and how it can increase your catch. And that right there is a super way to start. We'll let that guy go because we're gonna catch, I think we're gonna catch a pile of fish today. All right, buddy. There's one right there. Hit it right on the drop off on that throttle button. See what I'm doing. I'm hitting that button and all I'm doing is speeding that kicker up, okay? That's the max throttle button on this Trollmaster Pro Angler. But what that does, every single time I hit it, is it surges our baits, and then as soon as we get to the top of that surge and I've let back off that button, it starts dropping back off. So now those baits slow down. Now to give you an idea of how often I do this, I'm doing this far more often when I'm in dirty water than I am when I'm in clean water, okay? And today we're fishing a dingy colored water. Lake of the Woods is a darker water. So ultimately I'm hitting this thing about once every 30 seconds. I mean, that often I'm giving it that surge to try to trigger these strikes and get their attention, because they're gonna feed far less right now on a body of water like this on site than what they would on, say, the Great Lakes. Yeah, it's a nice walleye. Good one. Good one. Nice fish, Pat. But ultimately, that right there, look at that. He got himself unhooked for you. I'll let you just grab that fish right out of there and we'll deal with the lure here in a minute. Look at how healthy and pretty that fish is, huh?
Yeah.
That is an awesome walleye right there, man. That right there, though, he's out of here. He's in a hurry. That right there, though, that's a fish that is all about one thing and one thing only. That fish is all about speed. We have constant speed variations to trigger these fish. Okay, well, I got this out. Let me show you this. This is a really, really cool product from Flambeau. This thing is the best way I have found for your smaller size crankbaits. So the walleye shads that we're pulling today from Bandit, they fit in here perfect. They fit in these little cups. And ultimately, it's the best way I have found with, you know, your number 5 style baits, your number 7s. We're calling these a number 1 and a number 2. This is the best way I have found to be able to sort these baits out and just make sure that you can tell exactly what it is that you've got without having to constantly be untangling hooks, because you can lift these cups right out, and I'm just keeping a couple lures in each one of these cups.
Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Ooh, look at that.
Pretty sure it's a better one.
That is a better one. Well, you hit it.
Stayed curled up pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, this feels like pretty decent fish. Tell you a little bit about what we're using. We're using the brand new Bandit walleye shads, okay? They come in 4 sizes of 1, 2, 3, and 4. But here's what's great about them. They suspend and they have a casting system in them. So if you want to cast these baits in the spring, over the top of reefs, in toward weed beds where fish are still hanging around, you can pause it and that bait will just hold. It'll hold its spot in the water column, or you can do what we're doing today with it. You can go out and troll them. Come in a great bunch of colors. Today we're pulling the number 3s. For this late summer stuff though, man, I'll tell you what, it's pretty hard to beat this number 3. It's about the right size. Oh yeah, good eye. Not a giant, but a good one. Here we go. Come here, buddy. Look at that. Another good fish. That's the other thing you want to kind of think about as you're trolling. You know, earlier in the year, more apt to see us using smaller baits. And as the year goes on, more apt to see us go to bigger size baits. And that's plain and simply because we're trying to match the size of the bait fish that those walleyes are eating. Another great 17, 18-inch fish. Man, I'll tell you what, just one after another. But it's an awesome, awesome new lure. You're gonna see them on the shelves here this spring. And I'll tell you what, if you're looking to add a lure to your arsenal that is very, very multi-dimensional, cast it. It's got a casting system inside it where the weight actually transfers, makes it so you can throw it a long ways. It'll suspend when you're bringing it back, and then you can go out and troll it. Tell you what, it's a doggone good bait. Again, it comes in 4 sizes and a bunch of great colors. There's one. Is it a decent fish?
I'm not sure. He's foul hook because he's going way over by you. Small's big enough though.
Yeah, let me get the net and scoop them up. One of the other things I want to tell you about with this new Trollmaster Pro Angler is it's got what's called strike mode built in. Oh yeah, nice fish. What strike mode's going to do is allow you to have a preset function that you can set, and what that's going to do is it's going to increase your speed for you, okay? But you got 4 different options there, okay? A, B, C, or X. Now here's what you get out of that. In A, B, and C, what you get is you get a burst of speed. It's a slight burst for 2, 4, or 6 minutes, and then it'll fall back to the trolling speed. If you use the X mode, you're going to get a higher speed burst, okay? And then it'll fall back. So ultimately, if you don't want to do what I'm doing manually today, you can set the unit to do it for you, and it is super simple to do. I can just hit that strike mode, and it'll take me right into which program I want to use. I can scroll right through it, I set it, and I go, and the thing will do everything I need it to do to change speeds. Or like we were saying earlier, you can do what I'm doing today, and you can put that big burst in it manually.
Oh, I got another one going there, John.
You know,
That was quick, 2 in a row.
Forced me to make a change to that bigger lure, huh?
Another nice fish. There was a little head shaking there. This might be one of our better ones. 90 to go.
Always that moment of wonder when you're pulling cranks. So you don't know if they fouled hook themselves. He's not a giant, but you know what? He's just a nice one. He's a decent fish. Yeah.
Got some.
Oh yeah, he's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, good fish. Ooh, geez, he's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he is. Holy cow.
Look at that. Okay,
I
so now
didn't see him that well back there.
let me tell you what we did. Okay, because this is kind of one of them deals where we were fishing an area where there was no doubt a lot of fish. Here you go. Let me get him unhooked first. Don't even mess with him yet. Okay. Oh, there, he's unhooked. Go ahead and grab him. There you go. Look at that.
Ah,
Look at that
is a fish.
There you go. So let me tell you what we did here. We said, let's go try to find a giant, okay? And one of those things you do sometimes is you just take a chance. We just went out further out into the basin, just put ourselves out in a little bit more the middle of nowhere, and that quick, bang, there's a big one. Great way to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's one thing you could add to your boat to help you do what you saw us do today, make it this. Make it this Trollmaster Pro Angler, because this is how you control speed. And speed on days like today controls a lot about how many fish you're gonna put in the boat. That's an awesome day.
That was an
Good
awesome
fish,
day.
bud.
Good way
work.
to end the day.
Jon Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.